Hello, I'm Pat Howard. I'm one of the fourth generations of the Kiandra Chinese settlement. My father was a postmaster here behind me from 1942 until the late 70s when they closed the post office. My father, he was a gold miner, an Olympic representative for the ski, and also a postmaster. It was built, I believe, by one of Mr. Hode in the 1880s, I think, is it right? I think something like that anyhow. And we moved into the post office here in 1942, and we used to be, in those days, we were snowed in for 6 months of the year. At most winters we could ski off the top of the house, and we would end up down near the river, the Yukonbean River. We would go out and we'd take the snow away from the windows to see in, so we'd have some light. We never had ever had any electricity in Kiandra. I'm the second eldest of a family of 10, and we used to get correspondence here, and once a week we would ski out to Providence, Adamaby, the head of the Yukonbean River, and get the mail of correspondence for the next week. We probably might get a loaf of fresh bread or a pound of sausages or something, because that'd be the only fresh supplies we would get for the winter. Bill Patterson, in the early part of my life, Bill Patterson had the store, the general store. That was after my grandfather's store closed down, and he would get our supplies in and we'd buy off him. Oh, it was a good life, you know, we liked it here. Well, we were used to it, nothing different. We'd stay here. We were the only family that stayed here in the winter time. In the summertime there would be a lot of snow lease people, and they would come from Adamaby, Berriedale, Gundagai, Tumut and Wagga and all those places, bring the stock up here on the snow leases, and they would go away in May. And we would, having the post office, we had to stay here because we had we used to report the weather conditions to the meteorology people. We would get up in the morning and we'd light the fire for a start and put the water on a billy of water on the stove. And we'd go out and we'd read the minimum and the maximum, and we'd take the wind force and the wind direction and measure the rain or the snow. If there was snow there, we'd have to bring that in and put that in a container of water to melt it down, because if you put it on the stove it would evaporate. Then you would come in and have codes all coded, and we would make it into a telegram and send that away 9 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 days a week for 6 1/8 a week. 6 1/8 a month, sorry. Because that was the only income, apart from in the winter time we used to trap rabbits and sell the skins. We would ski, we would play cards. The only entertainment we had was a battery operated wireless. We had a water wheel over in the creek at Newcham Hill to charge our batteries up. And apart from that we didn't have anything. We'd get the papers and read papers and books and whatnot. The worst part of it was, if you went away for a few days and you come home, you'd be unsettled then for a few days till you settled down again. After the evening meal, my grandmother would probably be snowing outside. She'd get the tablecloth off the table, and when my grandfather wasn't looking, she would throw the crumbs in the fireplace, because it was a big fireplace like this. And my grandfather used to hit the roof. He would say, "Look, never do that. There's some poor little birds out there who would appreciate those crumbs," you know. And my grandfather always believed, or all the family believed too, and I still do today, but not so much today. But if anyone came to the house, they was always offered a meal or a bed. You don't do those things today, but they were very kind. Feels like being back home.
Is that right?
Yes, no different, because we always find, particularly where we're standing here now, there's always a wind. If we go down there to where the store was and my grandparents' place, there's no wind down there, you'll find. So, you know, no, it's quite good to come back. I like to come back.